There you go. Hello, everybody. We are live. Universal Toy
are.
Collector and Scuba Pete. How are
What's
you,
up?
sir?
I'm good. How are you,
All
sir?
good. Not too bad. Right. We've got some people in the chat, so let's have a look who we've got. Chris Mewa, Chasing 80s
Christopher.
Toys.
I know that guy.
Brandon. I've
Mr.
spelled his name
Haley.
wrong.
Good day.
So there you are. Hello, sir. Who else we got? Mrs. Scuba Pete.
I gotta behave again.
Yes.
Damn
Who
it.
else we got? Working my way down. Who else we got? Who else we got? Oh, Miss
Miss
Detty.
Detty.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Goji. Hello. How are you?
Hey, Carl.
There's loads of people. Where do these all come from?
Oh, yeah.
We've got Jeff.
Coming out of the woodwork. Mr.
Hello, Jeff.
Barker.
There
Rolando.
you go. Rolando. Hello, sir. Look at this. Boba Hicks. Oh,
Hey, Mark.
I have no idea what that
Simon.
says, but hello.
That is Shabby's brother, Cy.
Yes, yes. Oh, yes. I know that.
Mangafang
Yeah.
Dangadoo.
Georgie mistook Simon for Shabby last night in the live stream, which was quite
Easy to do.
awesome. Boba
One
Hicks.
is certainly much better looking than the other. I'm not going to say who. Just say.
Well, Georgie did. Bless her. So I'm just having a spice cider.
Yep, I'm having a little. Here comes Bourbon Claws. Here comes Bourbon Claws.
Calming the nerves. Yes, got my Deadpool jumper. Right, Pete. Scuba Pete. What are we going to be discussing tonight, my friend?
Dude, we were just doing a holiday hangout, and we've invited all these lovely people to come in and join us.
Okay. Well, that's not entirely what's going to be happening tonight, Pete. So if you just give us a second, I've got a little video to play for you. Here we go. You need to be quiet.
Ho, 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 Toy Collector
Oh, no.
fans.
What's going on with
Universal
the
Toy
volume?
Collector here, and
Hang
welcome
on a
to
second.
the channel. Join me for a very... Do you know what? I'm going to get someone super special on to do the rest of the intro. And Scuba Pete should know them fairly well.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Scuba Pete. Pete, surprise. This is my collecting life live for you.
That's right. This is the My Collecting Life Live, featuring everybody's favourite Scuba Pete. Now, I've been doing this series for quite a while now, and some of you may ask me, why haven't I got Scuba on the series before? Well, it's not for want of trying. I've asked Scuba twice if he wants to be on the series, and both times he said there are more people that are more interested than him to talk to. So there's no getting out of it tonight, mate. Tonight, it's all about you. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of his collection, courtesy of Mrs. Scuba Pete, in a musical montage.
sneaky. Oh, you're on mute. Watch out, he might start cussing.
No, I won't. I don't do that.
Oh,
I'm
there
a
we go.
changed man. There we go.
You're a changed man.
Yeah. So basically, Pete, ta-da! Surprise.
I see how.
So,
yeah.
So this is your episode of My Collecting Life, and unfortunately for you, it's live.
Oh no, I
that's
like
not
this
the only
live.
surprise. That's not the only surprise.
What?
I won't be asking the questions, my friend.
Huh?
And then after the 10 questions are up, I'm going to put the link in the chat. And people, if you want to come and join us for the last part of the live stream, you are more than welcome. So this is someone that you know fairly well. I've got to get the playlist now, the order of play. So this is someone you know fairly well, and he's going to be asking you the first question. So over to you, Chris Miwa.
Hello,
up, mate?
We got you.
This is your toy collecting life. I love it. All my favorite people.
Oh yes, and I'm very honored to kick this one off. Thank you for having me on, Stu.
Not a problem, my friend. Absolute pleasure.
Have I got a question for you, Pete?
I bet you do.
Shall I kick it off?
Go on and go for it, my man.
He's got question cards. Hands on buzzers.
Here goes. What are your childhood memories, and what toy lines were you into?
Oh, so one of my favorite childhood memories is obviously Star Wars, since I just turned 50 last week, and that was a very big deal because I remember seeing it in '77 at the theater. But downstairs, my mom had this crocheted green blanket that was a couple different shades of green because it was the '70s and everybody liked that kind of pukey green, dark green. But I used it and this sand colored blanket to be like desert and land. And I had, well, it's over in the cabinet, but my childhood X-Wing and Farm Boy Luke and R2. I think, no, Craig had Chewbacca. I'm trying to think where, but anyway, so that was Tatooine. That was Star Wars for me, was in the basement. I really didn't take them outside per se. I didn't take my Star Wars to the sandbox, which, explains why they're in still pretty good shape. Also Green Army Men, talking about sandbox. I did play with the little small Green Army Men. In our sandbox, we had this huge sand pit that my dad built for us, that a 4 foot by 8 foot sheet of plywood covered to keep the cats out and the weather out. But and it was in the shade too, behind the garage. So that was just a nice place to play, and a lot of army battles with those little green men with my brother and I. As we got older, we may have found some firecrackers that our parents didn't know about, and we had explosions.
Awesome
stuff. Awesome stuff. Well, unfortunately, Pete, Chris is going to pop off, and we're going to get the next person on to ask you a question.
He lives in the future, so I know you're.
He lives in the future. Okay,
all right.
Chris.
Love you.
Really appreciate you
Kate.
jumping on, my
Love
friend.
you, mate.
Thank you so much.
Good
Cheers,
to
my
see
man.
you.
Thank you very much. Take care
All
now.
right.
Bye-bye. Okay, so the next person, you also know this guy quite well as well, I believe.
Really?
Here you go, Jeff.
Hey, Mr. Parker.
How's it going?
Good. How are you, sir?
This is your life.
Right.
So my question for you is, I think Chris kind of touched on it. What was your favorite toy line from when you were a kid? And I have a follow-up question after that. And why was it your favorite toy line?
Okay, so it's tough to choose. I'm not gonna lie. We were spoiled. I was flipping through a holiday catalog the other day, and I was like, had it. Oh, this is kind of embarrassing. Had it. Yep, didn't have it. Had it. And I'm like, oh gosh. So yes, we were very spoiled. But I have to say, one of the quintessential things that still sticks with me, because Haley and I are currently building a set, is Lego. Space Lego.
Nice.
next to Star Wars was my jam.
Even more than Motu and G.I. Joe?
Yeah, because I think it's always had this very long run. So no matter Star Wars or Motu or G.I. Joe, Space Lego was always happening. Yeah.
Quite a resurgence right now with it too.
Very much so. And in fact, I'll be like right behind me, I have a picture of my original lunar base. So hold on.
Okay.
Be right back.
Okay. Pete can kind of say that about anything. He's like, hold on, I got something right behind me. But no matter what you're talking about, it's like it's right there.
That is an awesome collection. That really
that
is.
whole basement is just like crazy.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
awesome.
and the lighting and everything is awesome.
Definitely. Hang on, Pete. Let me get you up on the big screen, my friend.
There you go.
That's cool.
Wow.
So that was where I played. And obviously we added more and more sets to it.
Wow.
There we go.
That's really cool.
That is awesome, Pete.
And
it's crazy. So always had Space Lego going on, no matter all the other toy lines.
That's cool. I didn't know that, Pete. I thought it might have been G.I. Joe or Motu. That's cool.
If we're going the longest, running and still continue, now it's underwater Lego. Go figure.
Sure. Learn something new every day for you.
Yeah.
So Pete, what?
Go ahead.
Oh, go on, Jeff. Sorry, mate. No, go on.
I was going to say, my quick follow-up question, of the 2 playsets I've sent you, the USS Defiant G.I. Joe set or the Eternia playset, if you could only keep one, which one would it be?
Oh, shit. What are you?
Wow,
Come
Jeff.
on.
Wow. Oh, wow, man.
Oh, dude, you're killing me.
I know. Desert Island, you only get one. Which one is it? You can't do
I
it.
gotta say the Defiant. Say the Defiant.
Nice.
But he's got to get off the desert island somehow, hasn't he?
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, again, because the whole space shuttle theme.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
being an '80s kid and the space shuttle launches.
That's awesome.
We got to go down the Cape Canaveral and go through the visitor center a couple times, if I remember right.
Awesome.
Like, probably 10, 11, and then again when I was 15.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm sticking with the Defiant.
Okay, good. I kind of thought you'd go that way, but I wasn't sure. Nice. Okay.
So awesome. Massive. I just come downstairs and stare at it, with just like a spotlight on it sometimes. And
now that you've got it fully complete, yeah.
And I'm like, that's so cool.
Oh,
but
awesome
this
stuff.
I love how this is how you and Chris and I started our channel, kind of coalesced into chasing 80s.
It's been an amazing
plug.
few years because of this, and the community at large, you and Chris and everybody else. It's just actually been an amazing few years with this.
It really has.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't change a thing.
I wouldn't either.
I love you guys.
I would say just getting together more, actually physically getting together. But that's about it.
Yeah, I know. Like stupid unlockdowns and responsibilities and work. They expect results.
The whole across the world thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole time zones.
Yeah. Who knew?
Well, Jeff,
thanks.
Thank you so much for joining in, mate. Really appreciate it.
Jeff.
Thanks. And if you're around later, feel free to jump back on, my man. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right. Take care now. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye. Okay. So we've got the next guy with the next question. I think you know this guy as well. He is none other than the commander of the Bob Squad, Bob Hanson himself. Hello, sir.
What's up?
Hello, Scuba Pete. I hope you can hear me okay. Thank you, Stu, for allowing me to just sit and drink Pepsi Zero Wild Cherry.
Zero. Better than Pepsi Blue.
Yes. My question for you, Scuba Pete.
Yes, Cobra Commander.
At what point did you realize you were a toy collector? Yes.
That's so my story is a little different from a lot of other people that I know because
Balderdash. Sorry.
Balderdash. Retreat. I did not actively collect into high school. So come freshman year of high school, those toys went into a box, and thankfully,
sorry, hang on, hold on there, Pete. What were we talking about earlier?
Oh, hey! Even the
hey, I've made it.
Yeah, all right.
Hey,
That's
Excuse
right.
me, I will
Leslie
be
already
right
got
back.
him. She's modding.
Oh, well done, Leslie.
Welcome, Russian porn bots.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody's welcome here. Yeah, sorry, crack on, Pete.
No, that's all right. It's hilarious. We were just talking about that. I think they heard us. But yeah, I didn't actively collect toys once I hit high school. I was doing sports, learning to drive, girls, more sports, lots of training. I threw discus middle school and heavily into high school. So I was training all the time. So I didn't collect, but those toys, they didn't get sent out in a yard sale when I went to college. They just got boxed away very nicely by my folks and stored carefully. So it honestly was a little bit of, hey, why don't you come get your crap out of our house so that we don't store it? If you want it, come get it. And so a lot of that came here. My brother got like all of his Transformers. You know, it was a coordinated, both you guys come get your stuff. You know, you have your own homes, clutter it up, you know, and Chevy. I'll text it to you later. And
Oh, dear.
it wasn't until, again, my folks said, hey, speaking of your toys, because I started going through the box a little bit, and I'm like, oh wow, you know, Awe Striker, and hey, look, C-3PO, and they're like, you know what, you would like the Louisville Antique Toy Mall, and I'm like, what is this that you speak of? And they're like, well, it used to be a lot of antiques, but it's heavily shifted into toys. Now it's almost 99% toys, and so we went, and I had my socks blown off. I mean, the nostalgia wave. Walking in the door after 5 minutes was just palpable. But I also went to a small shop right next door that's no longer there. And in it was a Castle Grayskull, a vintage Castle Grayskull. So that was 2017, 2018, something like that. And I think he had $60 on it. It wasn't fully complete, but it was enough there that I'm like, I want to get that, because that was the only toys that we didn't keep as kids. We authorized those. They weren't stolen away from us, but we authorized those to go and be sold in a churchyard sale. So seeing that Castle Grayskull again was like, yeah, I want that. And I remember, just like we were talking, Stu, I was on my phone, like on eBay, looking at Motu figures and you know, Facebook Marketplace and all that. And that just kind of lit the fire under me, and it just went nuts ever since.
Oh, blimey.
Bob's the rare Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander.
Yes.
He's the best Cobra
Rock and
Commander.
roll. Let me take this off. All right. Since we got
Oh, shit. Put your mask back on, Bob. Bloody hell.
Before he passes out.
Seriously,
This
yeah.
is a family friendly. Look at the state of him.
That was brutal.
I bet.
Oh, my goodness. I should have gave up quicker on that. My goodness. My goodness. Rock and roll. Good times, man. Thanks for answering my question. I'm glad we got to surprise Scuba Pete and basically
awesome
force
stuff,
you to be under the hot seat.
That's
Rock
right.
and roll.
Yeah, forced interrogation.
And
Yeah, I love it.
I think I speak for all of us when I say Pete is an outstanding member of the community and leads by example and shows people how it's done. So I'm glad we forced him to endure this honor. So enjoy your bourbon. I will raise a wild cherry Pepsi Zero and none of the sugar, none of the caffeine, a regular Pepsi Zero. But if you go to PepsiCola.com, enter promo code Bob Squad, nothing happens. But rock and roll, man. You deserve it.
Cheers.
Happy to be a part of it. Rock and roll, brother.
Right.
Take
Cheers,
care.
Bob. I'll catch you
Love
later.
guys.
If you want to jump on later, mate, feel
Thanks,
free,
Bob.
yeah?
Cheers, brother. I did.
Cheers, Bob. Okay. Right. Question number 4. Oh, hello, Jeff. What are you doing back on again?
I don't know,
Sorry,
just
mate.
hanging out. I mean,
Yeah,
Jeff Parker's twin brother, Jeff.
Well,
Evil-
okay.
evil twin,
stop.
evil twin.
Evil
It's not about you, Jeff. Right. We'll get the next person on. Sorry, mate. Right. Okay. So, you know this guy as well. It is Mark Boba Hicks.
Hey,
Hello,
what's
sir.
up, Boba?
Hey, Pete. How's
How's
it going, man?
I'm good. How's the Emerald Isle?
Cold. Really
Yeah.
cold.
I bet. Oh, yikes.
Yeah, it's pretty cold
So,
over
Pete,
as well, but Mark, if I'm honest,
You know, Pete,
really cold.
I got the fourth question. Manny would say the most important question.
Uh-huh.
What is your most prized possession. Your one most prized possession in your entire collection.
Wow. Man, these are tough questions.
Is this why you didn't want to come on this series?
I
mate?
know. I have so many answers swirling in my head, and then my brain cancels that one, and because it's man, get to Mark with the hard questions. It's so tough. You know what? It's back there, the Palatoy HQ, the cardboard Palatoy headquarters. I freaking love it. Leslie and Haley got me that for Christmas a couple years back. It's one of my most favorite things. It sits down low, so even if I'm on the couch watching a movie or whatever, I can still enjoy it. Yeah. It's so versatile.
Awesome.
It's a great way to display a bunch of your figures. You know, I got a little mini battle raging outside with the Red Shadows and Baron Ironblood. You know, I'll get you. I dig it. It's so good.
So did you say that's the Action Force one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's not like that Green Command Center thing then.
Not the Z Force. This is
Okay.
the cardboard HQ.
Okay. Wow.
The one they modeled after the Palatoy Death Star, the cardboard Death Star playset that you guys had. Yep.
Okay. Wow. And is that complete?
Yes.
Or did you need bits? It's complete.
Yep.
Awesome stuff, man.
It's got the ladder. It's
That's
got the
awesome.
rope, the whole bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Awesome stuff. Brilliant.
Well, Pete, now I know, and knowing's half the battle.
Right?
Awesome stuff.
This
awesome
is great.
stuff.
Dude, Mark, it's so good to see your face. You know, we peck in the chat, but this is awesome.
Yeah, Mark,
Yeah,
I
man,
appreciate you
man.
jumping on, man. And like I said,
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been awesome.
feel free to jump on at the end. We're gonna open it up a bit later. So if you want to jump back on again, you're more than welcome, my friend. It'd be good to talk to you some more. Okay.
Cool.
Cheers, Mark. Take care, my man.
boys.
See you, dude. Love
Okay.
you.
So we've got the next person, and the next person is Dave C. straight from the pit. Hello, Dave. Dave.
Uh-oh.
Hey guys,
Hi, Dave.
it seems that Cobra Commander has hijacked my transmission here.
We can hear
no.
you. We've got audio.
I can see the top of your head.
Yeah,
Hello, Dave.
so I know. So my camera is kaput, it looks like, but that's not going to stop me.
That's right.
You
It's
crack on,
actually a
Dave.
cool effect.
Can you hear us, Dave?
Okay. Okay. Well, hi Pete. I haven't talked to you in a long time, man.
Too long.
I really like you, and I really appreciate this Christmas special.
Awesome stuff.
Good deal.
But yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, okay. So
Hey, I almost saw his face.
I know. I wish you could see me, but I don't know what's going on. But anyway.
Talk about cold. Dave C's up in Canada, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So question.
Oh, there you
5.
are. Oh no, what did you do? What was you doing then? Whatever it was, do it again. We can see you. No.
Are you wearing a suit?
Yes, I am.
Look
I'm
at
wearing
that.
a suit just for this occasion.
Fancy dancy.
Yes.
So, what's your question, Dave?
Do you have a Grail piece that you would really like in your collection?
A Grail piece that I would really like in my collection. Yes. I would love to have the aforementioned Palatoy cardboard Death Star. I would love to own that.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there you are.
There he is. Look. There he is. Look how fancy he is.
Hey.
Dude, you look like a sharp-dressed man.
Thank you.
Did you hear that, Dave?
The cardboard.
The special.
Palatoy.
This is really special having everybody on. You know, Stu's an awesome guy. I did.
stop
Sorry, I missed that part.
That's okay.
That's all right. I answered the cardboard Palatoy Death Star, if you can hear me.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I got a split, guys. But this is awesome. Thanks for having me on, Stu.
No
Dude,
worries,
love
my man.
yourself.
Sorry about the connection. We'll speak again soon, my man. There he is. No, he's not. He's gone. All right. Well, we'll speak
got
to you
to
later,
see
Dave. Thanks for joining
Merry
in.
Christmas.
Merry
Yeah, you
Christmas,
too, my
Dave.
friend. Take care.
Give my love to the fam.
You just see the top of his thumb. Oh man, that's a shame about his connection there.
Ah.
Okay, so where has he gone? Okay, so the next person we have is ta-da, Gojitron.
Carl!
Process of
Yeah.
elimination. Who's left from the group chat? Who haven't we seen yet?
Who haven't we seen? You know, your ears should have been burning a lot yesterday. I saw a metal Godzilla with a remote control that walks and breathes a little smoke with a red light. And I was like, Goji would love this. And I'm like, by pray tell, how much is this said dinosaur that I really should get my friend Goji? And he's like, I do 1,500 on it. And I'm like, wow, that is a great looking piece.
Yeah, those Japanese imports get you every time.
Wow. I was like, oh, I was not, I was prepared for like a couple $100, but I was like, go $1,500. I was like, oh my God.
That's what it is.
But it was friggin' cool. We were running around the floor at the shop.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, Pete, I have in my possession question number 6. This question has been sealed in a mayonnaise jar on Funkin' Waglam's porch since noon today. No one knows the contents of this question except for Stuart. The question is, Scuba Pete, you are famous, some would say infamous, for your epic toy hunts where you find many weird and wonderful things. What is the most bizarre item in your collection?
I'm glad you asked this.
He gave me the weird question. I don't know why he gave me the weird question. Just because I have stuff like this. I mean, yeah.
So, in that same shop that I saw your remote-controlled Godzilla, I found this custom.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got Map Room Indie Head on a indoor Han Solo, and immediately I had to have that to add to my silliness.
It's like a multiverse Harrison Ford,
right?
That is
and
awesome.
So that's brand new. You just picked that up?
Yeah, I just picked that up yesterday, and I'm gonna put him in my Well of Souls playset just for a laugh.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Can I just say, Goji, you said to me the other day that you've got yourself a new laptop and stuff like that. Man, you do not sound like you're in the toilet anymore. That is awesome, man. We can hear you loud and clear.
Yes, I don't sound like I'm broadcasting from the subway station toilet anymore.
No,
that's cool.
You've got this sexy quality to it. Hello,
I can
you're on
live
with
stream
Goji.
like a professional.
Right?
Look at you, man. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
fantastic stuff.
Thanks for having me, Stuart. Pete, you are awesome. I'm glad to be a part of this, and
you're awesome,
I'm glad
dude.
we got you. I'm glad we got you.
you all got me good. You so
Definitely
good.
Goji, mate.
Yes.
Like I said to everybody else, you're more than welcome to stay on and jump back on a bit later. So if you're available, so
absolutely
awesome, my man.
All right.
Okay, so
you guys.
Thanks a lot, my man.
Cheers,
Appreciate
Goji.
that. Cheers. Okay, so we've got the next one now. Now, this guy, he isn't in our group chat, but again, you know him very well.
Imagine that.
Hey,
what's up, John? I love the hat. Greetings from South Florida.
I could not resist coming on to celebrate Scuba Pete.
Awesome.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Oh my god, that is some hat, man.
Oh, it's Christmas. See, he's got the little Christmas,
I can see his little hat. The
yeah,
bird is
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Florida Christmas tradition.
What, to wear a flamingo on your head?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I just found it in a
when you're,
store, and I was like, "This is ridiculous. I gotta get it."
I mean, how many houses around you have blow up flamingos for Christmas in
Right.
their front yard? Like
In
it's
their
a thing.
front lawn.
Yeah. We lived in Orlando for a year, and through
It's
Christmas we were
everywhere.
like,
yeah. He's even got little
He's
legs.
strung in the
Like,
house.
what the hell?
That's hilarious. If it's windy outside, you can tie them on.
There you go.
so it
Yeah.
doesn't blow up.
So, Scuba. My question for you, I have question number 7, and my question is,
7.
we all see that you have a plethora of items. You are one of the guys that collect multiple toy lines. So what are some of your favorite toy lines to collect? What toy lines do you collect?
So I am into Kenner Star Wars. I'm dabbling in that odd Black Series or TVC figure. I don't get them all, but if it's a character that strikes me, I usually pick it up. Obviously G.I. Joe, and I've got so much of that I'm now venturing into, like Star Brigade, which goes great with the Defiant and that kind of. But even that, I kind of pick and choose what I like. But the Palatoy Action Force is where it's just, blown up. Recently, Stu is responsible for quite a bit.
Hang on, how do I get bought into this? What the hell?
I'm looking at your old stuff. I'm taking really good care of it. I mean, like Z Force, SAS Force.
Because I'll start welling up. Yeah. I'll start welling up, man.
I feel the same way. It's like we get so much G.I. Joe stuff that it inevitably goes to, I want the stuff from across the pond. I like that version. I'd like to have both versions of the Mobat tank or the troop carrier, and stuff like that. So
I am constantly amazed at the blinders we had, that the G.I. Joe was in this American bubble, and I loved having it burst by Tony and Analog Toys and saying, I'm going to tell you about the history of SAS Force, Action Force. And I was like, okay, yeah, me likey, Wolverine in black. Yes,
Yeah. Oh. And you still got that carded Scuba one, right?
I do. And that came from this lovely gentleman as a Christmas gift when we did a gift exchange on the Pala Boys. We did a Secret Santa back in the day. That was 2020 Christmas, I think, wasn't it?
It was a while ago, yeah.
And he sent me a SAS carded diver, and it is right by my HQ, so I can enjoy him.
I had to get you the Scuba guy because you're Scuba Pete,
Thank you. I love it. Yeah, and that's like my Scuba collection is quickly growing of just odds and ends. Anthony Whitehead sent me Aquaman and
oh my gosh, some other that's cool
diver bits. I mean, I love it. And most everybody in the chat knows our kid just got married last Sunday, so she has moved out. So we're still processing that here, but what is going to happen is that way is her giant bedroom that will be the expansion of Pete's toy collection. So
is she okay with this?
She's fine with that. Leslie's fine with that because it gets some of this stuff downstairs that's a little cramped into another room. This behind me is not really going to change.
I bet you must have been running her down the aisle. Come on, I want that room. That's awesome. Awesome. So just back on your Z4 stuff, have you got many of the figures left to collect? Because I know I didn't have the I think it was the Medic, and there's a couple of others I don't think I had.
I just picked up the Minesweeper from Gary Atkinson the other day.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't have his sweeper, but I picked up him and the Medic. There's not many on Z Force. I think I may actually with the Medic be done.
That's one I would like. Yeah, I would like the Z Force, the SAS. Yeah, I'd like to get some groups of those.
I mean, I've got Q Force. Kind of a burgeoning Q Force, which is the aquatic force for those of you that don't know. There's some awesome vehicles. George Aiken helped me out with a Sea Lion that I've been restoring with various bits, and Dragon Reborn, Carol in Ireland, that's next door to Bubba Hicks. He's been quintessential in helping me out with bits and pieces. Space Force is kind of in joint ops with the Defiant. So George Aiken sent me some figures, and so I have them. I've got Space Commander over there with his yellow hat, if Space Commander's watching this from Sergeant Slaughter's slaughterhouse. But yeah, it's permeating, and I love it.
Awesome stuff. Awesome.
Well, Scuba, I love you, man. You're one of my good friends. I am so glad that we met on these YouTube madness, whatever you got, and I will always treasure our friendship, man. I loved it.
Right back at you, sir.
Stu, thank you for having me on.
Pleasure, my friend.
This
Awesome.
It's an honor to celebrate Scuba Pete. Find me at the Super Awesome Geek Show, guys, if you don't know who I am.
Check them out.
I should have put Super Awesome Geek Show in that name there, but
we all know who you are. If you want to jump back on later, mate, you are more than welcome.
Thank you, my friends. All right.
No worries.
Okay, see you, John.
Take it easy.
Love you, pal.
Take it easy. Okay, so we have another person who wants to ask you a question. Now, this one's an absolute corker, and this is the only man. An absolute corker. This is the only man who could ask you this question. It is none other than Shabby Geek.
It's been, it's funny this, because I'll tell you, so it's been a bloody nightmare keeping this a secret from you. Because we spoke practically all week, and I thought, oh man,
not a peep, not a crack, nothing.
Well, I thought I'd said something wrong as well, because I was talking about live streams I was doing. I said, I've got a full weekend, and the only person that said, which live streams are you doing, was you, and I went, I've got this to do with that to do. So anyway, how are you?
You're like, I'm streaming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'm like, Saturday? What do you?
I know. And I thought, he hasn't got it. But anyway, it's Scuba Saturday night. Look at this, all about you. Are you having a good time? All these people coming to see you,
dude. I am having a blast. Like I said, all my favorite people. The chat is loaded with so many friends.
Oh, I've got to give Stu credit, man. He's done a cracking job with this stream. He's well done, Stu. He's been really getting everyone together.
He's like the holiday Dr. Evil.
I was like, wow, man. And what got me is when Dave put in the chat, do I jump on live stream? Do I do it in the chat? And I'm like,
I asked him, I'm like, is Dave coming on? He goes, no, I think he's just confused.
Oh, brilliant. But anyway, I need to ask you a question, Scuba Pete, right? So I used to make this joke from you. I used to say to you, before obviously you met the beautiful Chris and Jeff, I always used to say, Scuba Pete is the most famous man on YouTube without a YouTube channel. Do you know? I used to say everybody knows it. Everyone knows. So obviously you joined Chatey's 80s, but my question, or the question 8, is, would you ever consider starting your own YouTube channel?
There would have to be some extenuating circumstances for me to start my own channel, because I love what the three of us are doing as content creators. I think we bring a lot of different viewpoints and styles to the table that keeps it spicy and cool and interesting. And I get to do what I'm really good at, which is be a schmo and go on toy hunts and talk about that.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because I actually got a message of Chris Mear and Jeff Barker, right? So let me share this with you. It says, Dear Shabby, when you're on Stews tonight, can you please ask Scuba to start his own channel, as we are fed up to the back teeth? He's in black and white. And I was like, oh, and then he turned around and said, I'm only joking at all.
I've been promising him a certain short about a certain toy, and I still haven't done it. So that's on me. I really need to buckle up. But again, the wedding kind of sucked away my brain cells for quite a bit. But
I know.
No, I mean, as far as streaming, because Chasing 80s, we don't really stream. We like our produced content there, and streaming with you, Shabby, or you, Stu, or guesting on literally anybody else's channel. I enjoy doing that. It's a blast to just kind of pop up here and pop up there.
Well, I mean, you listen, I'll speak on behalf of everybody. It wouldn't be a community without you, Scuba. It wouldn't. I mean,
absolutely.
Our arts love you. They love Leslie. You know what I mean? We've met in real life. We speak practically every day. I don't think I could live without you, Scoob. So
right back at you, brothers from another mother.
I'm glad Stuart set this up for you, man. You are, if any bloke deserves a night like this, it's definitely our Scuba.
He's so sneaky.
Definitely, man. Sorry, what? Listen, it wasn't my idea. It was Leslie's. She's the
Oh,
mastermind.
sure. Deflect. I see how this is going.
Awesome. Shabby, I just want to apologise for Georgie's comment last night, mate. I was shocked.
I was like, what? Hang on a minute. Listen,
shocked,
we all know Georgie thinks Shabby's the best looking twin. We all know it, you know, so it doesn't matter. It don't matter.
She was like, is that Shabby? God, you good looking without the beard. I was like, come on, man. I don't know what to say, man.
No
dear.
problem.
Listen, thank you for popping on, Shabby.
No problem.
Again, if you want to jump on a bit later, more than welcome.
Okay.
So, yeah, awesome stuff.
Yeah, I'll do that. No problem. All right, Scuba Pete. Have a nice night, my friend.
I love
Cheers,
you, pal.
Stu. See you later.
Please,
on, buddy.
please tell
Shabby.
the family I say hello.
I will do. Yeah.
We love you guys.
I'll take him out. Go on.
Just a question. When are you guys going to do that grits challenge?
Oh, yeah, that's the next one to do. Well, the thing is, Stu, I hate them. They're horrible. They're horrible. I know there's a lot of Americans in the chat, so I can't say, but they
No,
taste
I
like,
agree with you. They are disgusting, my man.
it's like wallpaper paste. It tastes like wallpaper paste. Do you know what I mean? It's
No, I like wallpaper paste. That's all. That tastes too bad.
Yeah.
But
That'll be the next one.
that'll-
I'll talk to our Jen and we'll definitely get onto that. The grits challenge, no problem.
Awesome, my friend. All right, we'll speak to you in a bit.
See you
Cheers.
in a bit.
Ta-ra. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Bye-bye. Okay, so the next two questions, one of them is from Eric Lutz. He couldn't join us tonight. He was busy, but he said he might pop on later. So he's got a question for you. And so I'm asking this on behalf of Eric. Pete, what gives you that toy collecting buzz?
Ooh. You know, it's the thrill of the hunt, walking into, it could be a shop that I've been in 100 times, or like yesterday, walking into virgin territory that I've never been in before, that I wouldn't have thought to stop in and just double check, and striking just jackpot gold.
Hang on a minute.
Like that. Oh, I mean,
that's just phenomenal. That really is phenomenal.
And
it is in such good condition. That is just incredible.
Just the pop is cut out. But, you know, back in the day, $12.96 at your toy store. That's what the sticker says. But,
man, if only those prices were these days. Yeah, that is.
And as long as we're boxing.
Oh, God, here we go.
I'm bragging. I talked to Shabby about this. $40. $40. Because the guy's like, oh, you like boxes, do you? And I'm like, oh, yeah. And he's like, well, you might be interested in this. Which also back in the day at Target was $16.99. So how about that?
That is quality. Absolute quality.
That's the buzz, you know, finding those kind of bits and pieces when you least expect it, you know, just smack you in the face. That's goosebumps. Good
Definitely.
stuff.
And I mean, you guys over there, you've got so many decent shops to get your bits and bobs from. I mean,
we really
they're very
do.
few and far between over in this country. It's, you know, in the UK especially. I mean, I find it difficult to find any of the proper vintage stuff unless you go to like a toy fair.
I can probably think of 10 shops within 2 hours of me or less.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
That are worth going to, not just like, yeah, that's a vintage toy shop or whatever. Like legit good places to go check out.
And you're in Indiana, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm
you got
Georgie, forget Florida, we're moving to Indiana.
That's right. Come to the Midwest. Life is good for vintage toys in the Midwest.
Oh, don't, man. That is unbelievable.
I mean, that whole just a side note, my good buddy Matt from down south in Kentucky, he stopped by an estate sale and they tried, because he helped them out with their pricing because they were kind of off on their G.I. Joes, figures versus vehicles. And so he was offering some advice. Mr. Schaefer. Looks like a rock finds an X-Wing in a box. Exactly. That's exactly what happened. But my buddy Matt helped these people out. They said, come back after the estate sale and whatever Joe stuff is left, shoot us a price. He comes back. They had a USS Flag in the basement on a ping pong table, mostly complete, missing the odd mast cap, railing, etc. If you're in the know, you know those are always missing. They wanted him to take it. Like just to take it, to make it go away, because he was so nice in giving them advice about how they should price future Joe stuff. He ended up giving him $200 because he was like, look, I got to sleep at night. And they were like, you know, just take it. And he's like, no, take $200 for it. So those like barn finds and, you know, was locked away are a very real thing in the Midwest. It's alive and well. Yep. Come on over.
What's this? There is a bed with my
There's a keep on collecting, Matt. There's a bed with my there is Matt. Come on over. I told him, I said, you come to the States, he's in Australia. You can, hey, Cat. I told Matt, you can sleep downstairs if you wish on the sofa, and you can look at Eternia, you can look at the flag, you can, you know, you can be right there in the middle of it all if that's what your heart desires.
Awesome. I'm just going to pop back to this because I'm from the UK, so I have no idea what one of those is.
Hoosier is a nickname for somebody from Indiana.
Oh,
and,
I see.
IU, the university, their nickname is the Hoosiers. So be it basketball, a little bit of football, but mostly basketball is what everybody knows IU for. But their chant is "Let's go Hoosiers."
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Wow, that's the first time I've heard that. So thank you very much. Oh well, David. Well, Toys has got a question for you, so you might as well ask this one while it's up. Question for Pete: ask about a UK guy called in and a toy trip day we had.
So. For those of you who haven't been on David World Toys, David has a nice YouTube channel, a lovely friend from the UK, or bloke, as we would say. And he came for 3 months to the US and started in California and journeyed across the United States, even to my neck of the woods before he hit Cincinnati, Chicago, and dropped down to Florida to finish. But David and I had a magical day. He showed me a new shop in town that I had no idea was even there because it's just a part of town I'm not frequent to go by. And so he introduced me to a wonderful place, and we just had a big day. And we ended it with some we had David back to the house and just enjoyed our haul for the day and had some lovely steaks and twice baked potatoes that Leslie made, and just had a big time hanging out and shooting the shit.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
Awesome. So I've got a really important question for you. How do you like your steak?
Medium rare.
Sweet.
I like it mooing, you know, like show at the grill and then just bring it on over.
Peppercorn sauce?
Oh, I would not turn that down.
Yeah, no. Nice stuff. Awesome. Right. Okay. Well, it's coming to the end of the 10 regular questions. So so this is going to be from me. And what does your collection mean to you, Pete?
My collection, I don't collect for value or future value. Like that's honestly not a thing for me. Yeah, I want to get a good deal on something if I can, but it's certainly fulfilling that nostalgia, celebrating the fact that, you know, I'm a grown adult who's grown older physically, but not up. And I can now purchase toys that I wish I had or saw passing, you know, glimpses of, or if it's something like Mask that I was just kind of acutely oblivious to. But as these years have went by, this collection is truly, and I'm not full of baloney, it's truly a reminder of this awesome group of friends that I know, be it pieces that were gifted to me for my birthday, or we were swapping toys, or I purchased from someone. I can look at all these different pieces in my collection and name you from who. Maybe not necessarily what year, but I can definitely name, like, that's from Barker. That's from, you know, a good buddy, Stu in the UK. That's from a good buddy in Cincinnati. You name it. Just great stuff. And if it's not, I'm going to go broader. If it's not something in my collection, obviously I love watching YouTube channels, as we all know, and we all do, about the greater toy community. I'm learning stuff about I just got this from Andy.
Get you up there.
Yep, this is his little Battle Beast guide, which you can purchase. And I'm doing a shameless plug. He doesn't know it. Andy's Toys and Models on Instagram. Go purchase his little handheld guide. This is a rabbit hole that I'm going to jump down because I've run into these guys several times. I just really didn't know what they were, but I thought they were cool because they're just chunky and they've got the little sticker in the front and they've got little tiny weapons and whose weapon goes with who. I didn't know.
They're fire, water, and wood, aren't they? Those Battle Beasts. Yeah, that's it.
Yep. So it's reminders of that, of these people. Some people like Andy, I've never hung out with in person yet, but I know him online and messaging. But a lot of people I know on a much closer personal relationship, like me and you, Stu, or Barker, or Chris, or you name it. I can't name everybody. Barker, you know, the fact that I've bought 2 of the major pieces in my collection from him because he's had such great luck in finding these. I mean, just chocked full of memories. And just like Shabby, I saved the notes and I put those in my little drawer upstairs, and it's good stuff. I'm waffling on.
No, you crack on. No, it's all good, man. It's just it's good to hear. You don't need to worry about waffling on. Jesus, I'll do that enough. I've got another. Well, I haven't got a question for you, but this is from Pete, Keith rather. So, Pete, say something in Cockney accent. It must include the words geezer and wanker. Read that. Read that in a Cockney accent.
Like, Keith, the right proper geezer.
Geezer? That sounds too posh. Geezer, isn't it?
Oh, that's geezer. A little VTR, Dave. Geezer. Geezer.
Geezer.
I know, wanker. I use wanker a lot. Like, don't be a wanker. I don't know. I got to work on my Cockney.
That sounds too posh. It's wanker.
Probably got to drop off. I got to hang out a whole lot with Keith, and we're going to do that, later in 2023. Awesome. He's going to give me some voice lessons.
Oh, mate. Listen, you have been an absolute good sport. I was absolutely bricking it for doing this because I didn't know how it was going to react. B, I didn't know if it was going to go smoothly or not. But I just want to thank you so much for being such an amazing sport. And I know a lot of people have touched on this. You are, I would class you as the heart and soul of this community. You are just no, shut up. I'm talking. Like you're well known. Everybody has got. They haven't got a bad word to say against you, Pete. You're just an absolute awesome guy. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing the YouTube channel because I wouldn't have been on a social media in the first place. So you seconded me.
That's right.
Just come and join our Instagram chat. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Stu was like, I got to rub this in your face. Stu was like, how the hell did I fucking miss this book, Scuba? And I said, you weren't on social media then. And he goes, fair enough. Laughy face, laughy face.
Oh man, yeah. But you said come on Instagram and stuff like that. You don't have to say anything. Just say hello. You don't have to post any pictures. And all you guys are sitting there posting pictures of toys in your collection. I'm thinking, oh man, and I'm sitting there drooling and stuff like that. And so, but no, listen, I just want to thank you for tonight. You've been awesome, man. Yeah, you did. Yeah. And this is what happens when I take notice of you. So,
and that's what I knew from back in the Mercy days. Like you had have quite the collection. I mean, we've emailed pictures back and forth back in the day before you were on Insta. So it was like, dude, just give in, just pick one platform and do it.
Honestly, thank you so much, my man. And you've been a top-notch sport tonight, so thank you very much. I just want to thank everybody that's taken part in this. And to keep it a secret was like,
well done. I mean, it was talk about this is your collecting life. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Because I'm like, dude, this community is full of way more interesting people. People see me gab on plenty of other places. Jay, what's up?
Yeah, no. It's been absolutely fantastic. So hang on, I've got more comments. Look at all this lot. Jesus. Oh, wow. Well, hang on, I don't know where I'm going here.
Right, so guys in the chat, what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna get the link to this live stream. It was supposed to be a Christmas special. You know, I kind of had to keep it a secret and stuff like that, and not advertise it as Scuba Pete's. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been a surprise, would it? So I apologise for the deception. Now I know how George Lucas felt when he was keeping that secret from everybody about Vader being Luke's father. I mean, I thought this was far more important than that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get Jeff Barker back on to chat to you while I fiddle around and get stuff back up and put the link up on in the chat. So
right on.
We're going to welcome back Jeff. Hello, Jeff.
Hey, there he is.
Hello.
You two just have a little chit chat amongst yourselves, and
the topic.
I'm just going to sort some stuff out.
The Roman Empire was neither Roman nor an empire.
Discuss.
Discuss.
Little coffee clutch. Pete's my hero, Barker.
Pete, you just got a poster that I sent you. That He-Man. So I didn't tell you I bought that at the same time that I got the Eternia, and I forgot when I sent you the Eternia. I meant to send that to you, and I forgot to send it. So
this is.
And it just happened to time up to be sent to you during your 50th birthday. So happy birthday!
It was perfect, and okay. So Scott Hughes, who's also in our community, he just sent me a big box, and I barely got into it. But Scott is into guns and knives. Yeah, he just sent me a new knife, and
Scott sent me a knife like that too, and they're awesome.
Barely got into it, but Scott is into guns and knives. Yeah, he just sent me.
We got an echo.
We got an echo.
Yep,
we got an echo.
Yeah,
it was me. I was watching it. I think you pressed me up. I thought it was going to be behind the scenes, something like that. Oh, yeah.
Imagine that, Shabby with issues on his electronics.
He's so much
better. Just want to welcome Dave to the chat. Hello, Dave. I think it's the first time me and you have had a little chit chat. How are you? All good?
Not too bad, Stu.
Awesome stuff. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Much appreciated, my man.
Hey, you're welcome, dude. I think I've picked two out of the 5 on here, so I can't remember Jeff either. So I can't remember. I mean, Jeff once before, so.
But no. I take it you've met Shabby. Have you met Shabby?
Fortunately, yes. Not in person.
We just hung out Thursday on.
The only person I met in person is the Pete guy in the middle. That middle. I was close to meeting Shabby, but I just couldn't fit it in on my trip.
So Dave, do you have a question at all that you want to ask Pete, or?
No, really? Basically, he's one of the nicest guys I've met. He's a great driver and a limousine driver. If you ever need one,
That's right. Free Uber.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you did limousine driving, Pete.
Yeah, my rates are cheap. He bought me like a Diet Mountain Dew. I mean, I'm good. Shows me a brand new toy shop in my own town, as it were. Opened my eyes even more. And
it's one amazing collection. It's bits and pieces. But perfectly honest, Stu, he's actually hiding one of the best parts of his collection, and you can't beat it. I can't say much more, but he's actually showing. If you ask him to turn the camera around, the best part is just round the corner, and you can't see it unless he shows you. I can't say nothing.
Which part do you mean? There's a couple.
I can't say. I can't say because it's. If someone hasn't shown it off, it's crazy.
Oh, that's all right. All right, we're taking you mobile. Look out.
Oh,
all right. So there's the.
Hang on a minute. Let me get you off on the big
screen. You're gonna make me big. All right.
Oh, look at that.
That bit.
Oh, that's cool. The boxes.
Dun 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 dun.
There's an amount, man.
Dun 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 dun. And then on top is that whole Hoth.
Yeah.
Playset.
And you can't beat vintage.
Pan around, there's the tiki bar.
That's the section. The tiki bar wins.
That's the tiki
bar.
Yep, the tiki bar.
Look at this.
In the tiki room. In the tiki room. Oh, we might get demonetized. Oh no. There's my reef aquarium. And then there's Aquatic Legoville there. The pinball. and my Motu collection over there in the corner.
That is awesome.
Yep. So that's what Leslie's like. Oh, thank God he's gonna put it in.
As I say, and you
a
still
lot of
have
it
to-
in
you
another
still have to
room.
expand. You still have to expand even more.
Yes, and I've got storage totes just probably like everybody else. Yeah.
I like the way you're saying this though. Like when your daughter was getting married this weekend, but when she came home 5-6 years ago and said, "Oh, I've met someone," you were thinking of the toy expansion. Then let's be perfectly honest. You know,
Not gonna lie. There's a nice 150-gallon aquarium built into the wall that she's, has by her bed. That I'm like, you know what? I'll probably put a couple nice posh chairs there. Oh, you can look at the aquarium, look at the toys, watch a movie. Oh yeah, and it's honestly, it's how she's been consoling me too. Where I'm like, because I'm a big softie. I'm 6'4", 300 pounds.
I got a question for Leslie. What does she collect?
Lemons.
Well, Leslie does actually have the link to this chat, so
yeah, she's in the chat.
She's hopping on. She's like,
no. I mean, actually hopping on. Oh, good.
Yeah.
So cool.
You're gonna get her live.
Because I know she collects a few little things.
It's a family affair.
See, like my
so
wife.
Dave, what are you into collecting, my man? Because
this is gonna be good.
Oh, go
this
on.
is gonna be good.
Everything and anything, but there you go.
Literally
everything and anything, but what?
Everything and anything, but in the last 45 years.
Everything.
Yep. Everything.
Wow.
Yep.
So how many basements are full?
Oh no.
Oh, good.
Look
God.
at that.
Hang on a minute. Let me get you up. Wow.
That's just a small sampling.
Look at that.
That is incredible.
It's awesome. I mean, it's look above on the ceiling, behind the banners.
Wowzers.
Oh yeah, everything.
Wowzers.
And let me tell you, so we're out hunting, and I'm like, I'm always learning.
Hello.
Hello.
Awesome.
So the question was it for me? It was, what do I collect?
Yeah, what do you collect?
I collect Yoda. Anything
Oh,
and
okay.
everything Yoda, baby Grogu, anything like that.
Nice.
Awesome stuff.
So you got the brown snake Yoda and the orange snake Yoda.
Need to find her the brown
I
snake
don't have a brown
variation.
snake Yoda.
She does have an orange.
I have a couple of orange.
Yep.
Pete just found me another one.
She found.
Wow.
So what was that? That was 2019. She found a carded Empire Strikes Back Yoda. The bubble was just broken up on the top, but for a song, she was like, "Come here, come here!" Like she was way down the way from me, and she was like, "Get over here!" And I'm
I
like,
know, but she's just got the coolest thing last week.
Oh
ever.
yeah, tell everybody you're really starting to branch out. So tell everybody.
Oh wow.
What did you get? Not He-Man.
Last week?
Yeah.
Oh.
She-Ra.
Oh, yeah. I got my
Oh.
She-Ra tower.
The Crystal Castle.
Oh wow.
Tower.
The tower.
Yes, my
Really?
tower.
I thought you were going to say new son-in-law.
What?
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
You got a new son-in-law last week, didn't you? Because you was at the wedding last week.
New son-in-law.
I did get a new son-in-law, and I love him. He's the best.
One day, all this will be his.
That's awesome, Si.
Dave, I just want to jump back to your question quickly, mate. How the bloody hell do you do the dusting, mate? I'm
Okay.
thinking about
Secret.
dusting.
We don't.
A leaf blower.
Yeah.
Basically, I've got a microfiber duster, and it picks up all the microfibers and dusting, that sort of stuff.
Wow.
But most of them I don't dust at all.
That's
more fun.
Is it? Well, I'll tell you, dusting ain't fun. I can tell you that.
No, it is not.
No.
Dusting.
I don't
definitely
even bother.
isn't
I'm
fun.
perfectly honest. I've got a microfiber duster, and that's it. Most of the stuff I can't get to, but most stuff I change around every couple of weeks, every month, that sort of stuff. So
Yeah, because what's sneaky is his shelves, like what you might see up front, is not necessarily the entire shelf. It's very deep, and I mean deep. So
They're
there are
about 12
things.
to 18 inches deep. So it's a foot to foot and a half deep each shelf.
Wow.
Wow,
And some of the shelves are 3 foot out from the wall, 5 foot out from the wall.
God, wow! And you've just solely got like one room just dedicated to
11.
No, how many?
11.
You've got 11 rooms.
Yep, power packed.
Yeah, we've been on tour, haven't we, Scoobs and Jeff?
Yes,
We've
we
been on
have.
tour.
So, what? And are you living in the UK?
Yeah.
And you've got an 11-roomed house.
It's not 11-room house. It's like a bedroom flat. By the time you put your bedroom, your living room, your hallway, a cubby hole, 3 rooms in the loft.
I see where you're going with this. Yeah.
It's 11. I call it 11 rooms, but if you count every room individually and the hallway and everything else, Pete's seen all the pictures, and I've gave him the guided tour to say thanks for looking after me that couple of days. One day I met him this year.
Wow.
You can enjoy toys no matter where you are. It's awesome.
Dave, where at in the UK are you?
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
He's in a secret location.
That's all you get from me. Well, West Midlands. There you go.
That's right.
Oh, brilliant.
Keith Knight was asking in the chat, and you know, Keith's a heck of a guy, so I was wondering if maybe you guys could meet up one of these days if you're close together, but I'm not sure if you're close or not.
I'm closer to, I'm not going to say his name, but Bob the Goon's like little pal.
I don't know him.
The Joker.
Yeah. No, Mr. Lizard Slices Crumbs. He's Wolverhampton.
Oh, yeah.
Ish to him.
Yep.
But I'm not tonight. I don't barbecue the little person.
Yep. And Pete, you and Leslie, you guys are getting ready to go to England here soon, right?
Yep.
This year
we're gonna pop over for probably about a week and a half and meet up with lots and lots of friends. Yeah, it's gonna be a blast. I can't wait.
Going to
That's the celebration, isn't it? Is that celebration?
Yeah, Star Wars Celebration. But you know,
awesome.
I've said it before. Yeah. And some people might just be over the top gaga for Star Wars Celebration, and that's cool. I respect that. But I see it more as a chance to hang out, walk around, see the sights, but hang out with mates, get a pint at the pub. We're having breakfast. We're having lunch. We're going to have a dinner, you know. And we were lucky enough to score a 4-day pass, thankfully. So depending on what day people can make, we can meet up with people, even if that's for like, hey, I'm only going, you know, for Saturday, and be like, great, we'll see you there. Or I only got Sunday. Not a problem.
I want you to know I started working out, and I walked 2 miles this morning on the treadmill so I can fit in your carry-all, and you can fit in the overhead. And
I was going to say, who's going to be in our luggage?
Yeah.
anything to declare? Be like, just a Jeff Barker.
No. Hi.
And you just flash your passport. Hello. And then like,
are you going to Echo Base Live in February?
Me? Oh no, Stu.
Possibly. It's the 4th of February, isn't it? 4th of February, isn't it?
You should.
Yeah. I'm planning to, but
good.
There was also an event that's going on in our hometown or in the next town, which is the 50th anniversary of Tubular Bells. So we were thinking of going to do that, and we didn't know whether we were going to do that or Echo Base. So we'll have to discuss. But yeah, because they do it twice a year now, don't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you going to Echo Base? Just to pre-warn you, Stu. So there you go.
Will be.
If you wanted to come on.
Did I want to come and talk to you?
If you want to talk to me properly, I'll be at Echo Base or the NEC talk.
Not really, Dave. No. But yeah, no. Are you going to the Birmingham Toy Fair, the NEC one, on the 27th?
If you're going, I'm going to pull out my tables then. No.
No. I was yes, I'd love to come and speak to you, mate, if you're going to be there. Yeah.
I'll be at both Birmingham and at Echo.
So you run a table?
Yeah, as well.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, cool.
He's a high roller.
Yeah, Echo
no
Base.
message.
Oh, listen, I'm learning. This is the first time I've spoken to Dave. So yeah. So this is
technically. Awesome. I've got 2-3 tables booked for Birmingham.
Yep.
And I've got 5 tables for Echo.
Do you always do Echo?
No, first time. I was supposed to do
Oh,
a couple of years ago, but I had COVID literally the week before, and I didn't want to risk any more.
No, fair enough. Yeah,
And I was going all out for it, and I couldn't even get there.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to, you crack on and chat amongst yourselves. I'm just going to subscribe to Dave's channel.
Nice.
Yeah, Echo sounds
Yeah,
like
I'm nice like that.
Come on, Leslie. How you doing?
I'm good.
Nice to see you again.
Nice seeing you.
Bye, Shab.
It was so much fun having you here.
And that was probably the nicest meal I had, though. I'll give you that.
Awesome.
That was the idea. Little home cooking that you couldn't beat.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go, mate. I've just subscribed to your channel.
Thank you.
And I've put that notification bell on. So there you are. Awesome stuff.
Nice.
Not a problem.
At the moment, I'm doing 2 videos a day. I'm still catching up with my American stuff and bits.
Mm-hmm.
How many people you allowed in the chat on the screen, Joe?
How many can I can get 10.
Okay. So you still got 4 more spaces.
Andy's in the chat.
4 more. Let me put the link up again.
Yep. Jump on. Hang out.
There you go. So hang on a minute. My boss is speaking.
Hi,
Echo rather than Tubular. Okay. Well, the boss has spoken, so we're going to be
There you
Echo
go.
base as well. So there you are.
She's the best.
Shabby,
Yes,
how
sir.
did you find about? Question for you, Shab? How did you find about Scuba Pete?
Tinder.
he swiped left,
I was like that.
and I'm like, "Hello."
He answered it all right. Do you know what I mean?
You sure it wasn't Grinder?
Do
we got someone else.
Do you like toys?
Hey, guys. Hey.
Toys and long walks.
Yeah, I don't know really. I mean, it's been so long now. I think I've known Pete since day one. I think he was just watching, doing the pallies or going into other people's streams and talking to Pete, and then reaching out behind the scenes.
We would like Forces of Light. We'd pop on there when the gals
Forces
were
of
doing
Light
the
girls,
Mandalorian, and you and I were in the chat. I mean, we would.
That's right.
Meet up in lots of other people's streams. Just
it's getting strange though, because it's coming up to like 3.5 years since we all like.
I know,
me,
but
Tez,
it feels
Matt,
like
Vintage, Reynolds. We all started, and now it's like I can't remember how I met people now. Do you know what I mean? It's like so obviously it's through this and it's through the community we did, but I don't actually know how we did. It's
Did you
crazy,
say 2.5 years you've known him?
Yeah, we've known each other since early 2020, so it's coming up to 2023, so about 3 years. Yes, really.
Yeah, lockdown.
I didn't know Tinder was a thing back in those days. So I didn't know it was that long.
It was for me and Pete. It was a book one. It was on.
That's right. Yeah. They mailed you a book.
Some saucy carrier pigeon dropped it off, and I was like, "Very nice."
How are you, Trenton?
I'm doing well. I'm cold. It's pretty cold up here nowadays, but I ran inside to warm up and thought I'd join you guys. I've been listening on my phone outside.
Trenton, let me just say, you don't know what cold is. It's been -4 over here in the UK. Bloody
minus 13 Fahrenheit here, buddy.
That's right. Yeah. So they like to throw that.
You do the conversion.
Get them, Trenton. They like to throw that Celsius around like it's
Celsius
a scary
business,
number.
Yeah.
You're like, what? No, that's like 20 degrees. Whatever.
That's fake. Fake numbers.
Do you remember the Eagles fans were having a go at me and you, Scuba? And we said, no, it's cold here. We've got thicker T-shirts on.
That's right. Yeah, well, I've got a long sleeve T-shirt on today. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So what have you been up to, Trenton? Apart from getting cold?
Well, starting to rearrange some stuff here. I think I'm going to take my collection in a different angle. I think I'm going to pare down some things, and I think I'm going to start going more towards the big stuff, the Hot Toys stuff. So
nice.
Oh, we've lost another one to Hot Toys. We've lost another one.
Yeah.
That new episode 2 drop with Anakin and Padme, I think's got me. So
beautiful, isn't it?
I want to get the whole Bad Batch. So I'm like, I got to get rid of some things. So
You got to.
G.I.
I
Joe's
mean,
going first.
You see a hot toy like in a shop, and I kind of go, no, I'm not going to go look at it because it's going to be like the freaking Death Star tractor beam, like
Right, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. When I got my first one, it was just going to be one. And then it's like, well,
what was your first statue?
My first one was I got the Sideshow Hoth Luke here because I like Hoth Luke, and so that was the first one I got. And then that 40th anniversary Vader came out.
Yeah,
and then that one really
You're like the hook was set.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what you want to do with that Hoth Luke. You want to copy what Matt's done, Zero Hunter Toys, and just cover it in cocaine.
Yeah. Well, bringing him up, he was the one that did it as well, because he turned around to me and Tez behind the scenes at USR and goes, I'm thinking of getting Hot Toys, but I'm only getting the one. He's up to about 9 now in about 2 months. He's gone crazy buying them, you know.
He was like an addict. He's like, I'm selling off some of my Black Series TVC.
Yeah.
I gotta get more Hot Toys. And I'm like, you go, dude.
You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to start doing.
That custom he did of the Tauntaun and Han Solo. Oh, that was cool.
It does great with him. Gamorrean Guard as well.
Yeah, Gamorrean Guard.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And then when he took the old Phantom Menace yellow ship, the Naboo starship, and turned it into the Mandalorian one. That was really impressive. He's really impressive. Yeah, have a look. That's on his channel as well, Stu. Have a look at that.
I'll have to have a look at that. Definitely.
He does really well with him.
Yep, Zero Hunter Toys.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not subbed, get over there.
I can't even put a G.I. Joe war moccasin together without breaking it and stuff like that. So I just anything custom, I'm just leaving it alone. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Wow. My goodness me. God. Oh dear.
Well, Shabby, this is like what we talked about, just all of us getting together and just BSing.
Yep.
That's what it's all
like
about.
We're sitting at a pub.
I've always said it, and I've said it to you, especially the lads who know me behind the scenes thousands of times. Views and subs, that's fair enough, and that's great, and everyone wants the YouTube channel to go, but it's the friends you meet, it's the people you get to see, it's meeting up at conventions or talking to each other behind the scenes. That's what this is all about to me, and I've loved every minute of it. You know, it's memories to me. It's like what you said before, Pete. You hit the nail on the head when you look around your collection, or you'll see something now, or things that you don't collect, but you know one of the people in the community does, and that gives you. It's all about memories.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, loved it. Yeah.
You're finding that certain toy out, Shab.
What's that, my friend?
Or finding that certain toy out as well.
Exactly. Look at that. You remember the Barbie disco thing? We spent about 18 months trying to find out what that was, and then
what is this piece? David's like, boop,
we met David straight away. We were like, we've searched everywhere. Then he sends us pictures of it. We're like, what the France?
6 months we've all been racking our brains, and he's like, it's.
But I'm just intrigued though. It's like you Andy's Toys and Models is a lovely bloke, Andy. He's one of the nicest fellas there, and like I said, with Battle Beast, I'm learning so much G.I. Joe off you guys, you know what I mean? And you've been getting into your Action Force, and I love this. And, you know, this is what I mean. You learn so much of each other. It doesn't matter to me whether you've got a shelf full of toys or a room like we have full of toys. As long as you enjoy this, you know, and you're part of the community, that's what it's all about for me.
It's funny, when I first got into this, I started watching some of the YouTube videos, and I'm like, who in the hell would send a YouTuber free toys? Like, why would they do that? And then you got into it more, and you're like, oh, okay, it's kind of a group thing, community. It's like
it's friends sending friends stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They actually know each other.
It's toy karma.
The first time I saw you, Jeff, was that video that you did of your boxing up with the Defiant when you sent it to Pete on 80s. I just thought that was, I loved that. I thought that was awesome.
Thanks, dude. That was kind of how Pete and I got together. And because we like everyone said, we kind of hung out with each other in the chats and started talking. And I had gotten that Defiant from a pawn shop here locally, and you know, and I'm like, I love this thing, and I tried to complete it as much as I could. Got 95% of the way there, and I'm like, I just don't have the room for it. I've got this small office, and this is it. And then Pete was talking about over and over. It's like, I want to get one of those. I want to get one of those. And it's like, I think I have one for you, Pete. And so we got chatting, and he's like, let's document it. That's it right there.
Wow.
Thanks,
like,
Jeff.
That is kids too. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
We don't love that as kids in England.
I know a guy. So he brought Chris in, and that's kind of how it went.
up top, that's a triad fighter from Action Force, Space Force from George Aiken. So,
Nice.
Oh wow.
and then
Wow.
Yeah, and that thing was a monster to get to Pete. It's just crazy how hard it was.
that video where Jeff's hammering out the metal pins for the launch doors, I'm like, oh my God. It was so cringy. You're like,
hang on. Did you just say that video when Jeff's hammering one out? No, I don't watch those type of videos.
Oh, that's on his only.
Sorry, mate, I don't.
Yeah, that's a fans only thing.
That video.
Yeah, it's doing all the research on how to take that thing apart and finding out that those big blue doors are the thing that kills everything, and then trying to get them apart is like, oh, here's 40 years of corrosion on the metal, on the plastic. And I'm like, tink, tink. Oh, it was just painful to do, but it worked out.
I'm just going to show you this comment. I don't think I've gotten anything for Leslie's collection yet. And then Chris meanwhile has followed that up by going, such a beautiful bird. So there you are.
Chris, it applies to so many things, Chris.
Well, there you are, Chris.
Very good, baby.
Hello. Hang on. Oh, we've got.
Hey, Decepticon.
Hey!
John,
I could pop
where's your
on
hat,
for a
John?
couple. I could pop on for a couple more minutes here. So hello, everybody.
That's not a problem. How you doing, sir?
David World Toys, good to see you, my friend. I just met that man in person a few weeks back.
That's right.
And Dave and I had a wonderful time going around looking at toy stores in the local area. He is a top-notch dude, that Dave is.
So he went to see you. He went to see Scuba and Leslie, but didn't come to Shabby's.
Hey, Shab,
Take a
he's
hint.
saving you all for me.
Oh, there you are. Awesome.
I saw his map, Shabby. It had a big X through North Carolina.
Yeah, this was like, not going here.
Yeah, it was one of the old tiny maps that said, "Here, there be Shabby." And
it went like that.
Brilliant.
Problem is when you don't drive and you hate asking people for stuff. That's the biggest problem you've got.
Yeah.
You know, I hate asking. It even took Peter like over a week to get back to him. And for me, Stu, I like looking at your collection. I've seen your collection on YouTube the other day.
Oh, thank you.
And I like looking at anyone's collection, anything around the world. It's crazy.
Oh, it's awesome because everybody displays and collects differently.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people say it, but that's fun. Like, I don't have to have it necessarily in my collection to enjoy it and see that you've got, like Trenton's Hot Toys or whatever. Like, show me. I want to see it, and I'm going to enjoy it because you've got a passion for it and you love it. I'm going to love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the way we all do it differently too. But look at Trent's, the way it's all behind him, all nice and neat and tidy. Then you look at ours and
fancy. Yeah, it's like, whoa, it's coming in.
Yeah, I've taken cues from Pete and his lighting and stuff, and just kind of how you mix and match lines and put things together. It's like you got Buck Rogers hanging from your Eternia playset and things like that. Yeah.
Is that pink light? That's pink lighting in the back, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be Leslie. That's got to be Leslie.
No, I did something different because I usually do like an aqua blue.
It changes, right? It changes.
I even have, it changes. And I even have a little holiday. I got the tree and the fireplace going, for a little holiday magic.
Thinking it was all a holiday special.
That's right. I got my, oh, it's over here. Santa on a surfboard, palm trees. Yeah, you guys snowed me good.
Yeah, Leslie, how many hours a week does he spend down there just staring?
Yeah.
I hope you're talking about the toy room, Jeff. I hope you're talking about the toy room. That sounded so dodgy, that, Jeff. That sounded really dodgy.
There's a smaller room off the side for that.
Great.
How many hot toys have you got now, Trenton?
What's that?
How many hot toys have you got now?
I've only got 7 right now.
Only 7.
And how many on order, if you can say?
10.
Yeah, did you take
That's
advantage of that 50% off sale at Sideshow?
I didn't.
He will now.
I'm thinking of. I'm looking.
I
looking
just
at it
did.
right now.
I have officially dropped down that hole. I don't own any Hot Toys. I've got some 12-inch premium G.I. Joe from 3-0, Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow.
Yeah, those are
cool. And
cool.
then I've got the Masterpiece Transformers, some Autobots. But I haven't jumped down that Hot Toys Star Wars or any of that. But when the new Yoda hit, I had to buy the Hot Toys Yoda because I'm a Yoda collector. And then they did that 50% off sale, and I looked at some stuff, and I was like, "Wait a minute! I can get the Stormtrooper and the Biker Scout for
for what they normally." Oh, I'm in.
It saved me almost $150 for buying those together. And they let me do 3 payments, so I was like, that was also a no-brainer. I can do 3 payments, 1 payment a month, and then they're mine. So yeah, I just said I had to do it. Now I need a snow trooper, and then I'll be like, that's all I'm getting. That's it. Yoda and the troopers. That's it.
Yeah, the Sideshow made the snow trooper a while ago, and so those are really expensive on them.
Yeah, they'll make a new one. I mean, it'll show up. It'll show up in a future show, like the Biker Scout just showed up. Yeah. That's why they have these new ones out. So that'll happen. Yeah. It'll show up in a future thing, and then they'll make another one. So
awesome.
Yeah.
This has been going. We've been chatting for over 2 hours now. I don't know whether you want to carry on or whether you just want to end the broadcast and we just chat backstage and stuff like that, or off camera. Off camera.
I know what you mean. Not live.
Yeah.
I am gonna hop off. It was good seeing everyone.
Bye, Leslie. Okay, thank you, Leslie. Thank you so much for your help in sorting this out. It's much appreciated. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Scuba Leslie, right?
Welcome. It was great.
Do we call her Scuba Leslie?
You can. Yep. She gets called that out, like we're out to dinner, like, hey, Scuba Leslie.
One person goes, another one jumps on. Hello.
Hey,
Keith.
Hey, Keith. Bye, Keith.
There he is.
I'm not dropping off because of you.
Keith, good to see you.
What has he got?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
He's gonna light himself on fire with that thing.
You're the mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Awesome.
Oh, that was great.
There you go.
Hello, chaps.
How are you, Keith?
For the American audience, that was not the peace sign.
Yeah, Chris needs to come back on too.
How are we doing, guys? What a great show this is! What a great show this has been.
Oh, thank you.
It's been a blast.
It has.
It's been awesome. Absolutely awesome.
What? So
hang on.
You're making
What's
big.
Oh
Look
my
at the
God.
gifts stacked in the back.
There's
behind Keith.
Yeah, it doesn't match, right? He's got the Baja, but he's pile of gifts, giant tree.
Giant tree.
Yeah, Keith, how goes the customizing of Playmobil stuff?
Hold on.
Oh,
You there?
Yeah, Keith, how goes the Knight Rider customization factory? Jesus, Keith,
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
Can you hear us?
Yeah. No, I had two laptops on, so I couldn't. One of me's enough. 2 of me's just like freaks me out. Like.
Keith in stereo.
See,
Keith, do we need to send Schaefer over to shape you up a little bit? He doesn't know.
Raise your hand if you can hear us. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Well, he can't hear
Keith.
Keith.
What's going on?
what's going
Can you
on,
hear us,
man?
Keith?
Why is
Has
I
he muted
can,
it?
but why is this?
He's not muted.
The sound's proper screwed up, man.
We can hear you.
Hold on.
We can hear you.
Hold on. Is that any better?
How about
We
now?
hear you fine.
Perfect.
We can hear you fine, yeah.
Yeah, no, I kept on hearing.
And this is why I love this group.
You can just see him, can't you, Pete? You can just see him laughing his bollocks off typing that, can't you?
Yeah.
That's nasty, man. That's just nasty.
That's nasty.
Yeah, you tell him.
So Keith, can you hear us? Keith, can you hear us? Hello, Keith?
Yes, I can. Yeah. Oh, Jeff.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Jeff, ask your question, Jeff.
Yeah.
Ask your question.
Fuck, it's so long ago. I don't remember what it was.
I don't even know what I'm doing here. I had a grease mask, and the next minute I just
Keith,
I could hear myself talking 3 times in my head, and I just.
Keith, I was asking how your Knight Rider customization is going, and your Playmobil stuff.
It's all done, mate. Yeah, the trailer's finished now. It's up there in the hole.
If anybody hasn't seen Keith's customization, he's a master at customizing Playmobil stuff and all that.
Oh, the Knight Rider trailer.
Based on the Knight Rider car.
Amazing.
Found a truck that he's customized for the Knight Rider, the Knight Industries truck, and it's primo.
Yeah,
awesome.
It's not bad. The kit wouldn't fit in the car wouldn't fit in the back of the in the truck, so I had to just blag it basically and turn it into a toy rather than. But yeah, it's not bad.
How long do you customs take?
It depends, mate. It depends on. The thing is, mate, I have massive OCD issues, and so if I start something, I have to finish it. It becomes an obsession. I think probably like most of us toy bods.
Mm-hmm. And done well. And it's not like you got to finish it and you're like, it's okay. You know, it's like it's got carpet, it's got wallpaper, it's got LED lighting. I mean,
that's the
when
problem.
You've started over 3 times because someone
that becomes the issue. Whereas I then sort of think, oh, you know what? Actually, that could do with some lights, and that could do with some lights. So I ended up with the truck. I ended up putting headlights in it, and then lights in the back, and then red lights on the. I went, fucking hell!
Cool.
Oh no, it's okay.
Oh dear.
Well,
we're all that up here. It's all good. Don't you worry about that.
You're fine.
Stu
said way more of those our very first live stream.
Man, horrendous, absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, Pete. Yeah, but to be fair to Stu, 5 minutes in your company, I'll be swearing as well.
Well, yep, I seem to have that effect.
The thing is, I had the same issue as you. I had echo issues because we had we did a setup, and I thought we were quite technical. So we had a camera here, I had a camera there, and we were showing different things. And I kept on even rebound and feedback and echoing on my. And I was like, I can't talk because I could hear myself talking. I said, I'll tell you what, Pete, you just carry on, and I'll just come off screen. So because I come off the camera, I was talking to my phone, and I was effing and jeffing like a good one. And Pete's sitting there going, "Yeah, so okay, dude." He's like that. I didn't realise they could still hear me because my camera had the volume still up on my phone, so you could hear it through the phone. And it was only a couple of days later that I actually realised that was what happened, because my wife was sitting and watching it, and she was creased up, and I was going, "What are you laughing at?" And I listened to it, and I was thinking, "Oh, Jesus!"
It happened to me a couple of months back. I was on Only One Kenobi's, and he was doing a live stream for about 4 hours. Well, I went on, I was in the chat, and I was watching it, and he said, "Shabby, do you want to come on?" So I thought, is he still going? Or he must say, "Oh, do you want to come on behind the scenes?" Right? So I didn't set anything up, just pulled my phone out, pressed it. He's there, Keith Knight's there, Mike's there, and so. And I'm going, effing hell, the effing day I've had, no, like that. I'm just walking past my wife, cooking and everything else. And as I'm talking, they're all looking at me like this. And I thought, they're being weirdy, what's going on? And I'm like, you know what? And then he said, "Shabby," and he said, "Shabby, why have you got your phone that way? Turn it around the other way so we can see." And I thought, that's a bit weird to say that. I've been on about 45 minutes. turned it down, and then I saw the live in the top left. And I thought, oh my Lord, I could have said anything, honestly.
Wow, that is superb.
There's something quite special about when you see Shabby saying "What the fronts," and when you actually, and then when you actually see him say "What the fuck," he's not supposed to say.
There's a dichotomy there.
I know.
Yeah, but Pete, you're a bit of a dark horse because I've never heard you swear, and then I think you was it a retro blasting or analog toys, and the first thing you said, "Look at this fucking beauty," like that, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
Wow. See, Stu, I never used to swear at all until I joined this community. No, honestly,
no.
I'm one of the few cockneys on the planet that never swore
you're
or
full
drunk.
of shite.
Yeah, you're so full of it.
Till I-
So full of it.
Wow. Yeah, fair enough then. Yeah, fair enough then. I didn't even convince myself there with that lie, did I?
Nobody's buying what you're selling.
I believed you. I believed you.
I've actually learned swear words from Keith.
I like how he said he didn't even drink. Like we drove, like this group drove him to drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old speckled hen.
It weren't a very long drive.
Just a short trip.
In fact, I could have walked it, really, to be honest.
Shabby, did you say only one did a live stream for about 4 hours?
Yeah, he was on it and that's why I didn't know, because he's never done something like this before. So it was like the 2 hours, and I was watching it. Then I went off and had a dinner, and then I got a message saying, "Shabby, if you want to come back on." So I assumed, it must be behind the scenes. All right, I'll go and talk to the lads. So I'd finished my dinner, just picked my phone up, and I'm walking around my house. The kids, dogs are barking, kids are messing. I'm going, fucking hell, day I've had, boys, and all that. I didn't realise, didn't know at all.
No.
You know.
That's
Wait,
crazy.
Stu wasn't invited to that live stream. Oh, this just got awkward.
No,
Love you, pal.
That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. I probably wasn't on YouTube then, was I? I wasn't on social media then.
No,
probably not.
A few months ago now. What was it? About 5-6 months ago.
Oh, I might have just joined, but
like you were just.
Okay. What? You guys on Shabby Universal Shabby USR? You were the first guys that I went on to someone else's live stream. So thank you very much for that, Shabby. I really appreciate that.
It was.
I didn't know that.
You thanked Pete. Pete said to me, "I've met this guy, blah blah blah, and he's a really nice bloke." And I'm
not like that, by the way, guys. Just to say, he didn't meet me like that.
He did. That's exactly what he said. He said he's got a massive.
That was definitely through Grindr.
So I went on and I checked you out and I thought, oh, nice, this is a really nice. And then I ended up talking about you on USR, saying, you've got to meet Stu, Universal Toy Collector. He's doing this thing with you. And then I thought, let's get him on. So I'm glad you came on and said hello. Again, going back to that's what it's all about. So I'm glad you did.
Look at that A10.
Yeah, hang on.
Beautiful.
Go on, let's have a look.
Yeah, do it again. That is badass.
Wow.
And tell him what you paid for that, Keith.
Hey?
Tell him what you paid for that.
Charity shop find, right?
I actually bought this from a charity shop. It cost me £4.
£4.
Wow. £4.
About $275, John. $275.
Yeah.
It's got all the bombs. And you can drop the bombs as well. Look, you can drop that bomb.
Oh, amazing.
That's cool.
And
take a crap.
Santa's flying an A10 this year.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho.
And the beauty of it is that it actually fits Playmobil figures perfectly in there. So I'm going to put some pilots in there.
For your Playmobil City.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
Wow. You're going to customize the pilots, aren't you?
Sorry?
You're going to customize the pilots, aren't you?
Not this. I'm not going to customize this. No. Because obviously this is
pilot.
Oh, the pilots. Yeah, the pilots. I will.
Yeah.
There'll be. Or there's one pilot in that one, but the other plane I got, which cost me £2, I found that in a charity shop. That's pretty crappy, to be honest, but it's not bad. It ain't bad.
You'll turn it into something awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a Royal Air Force
Paint,
thing.
no,
In fact,
paint it like the Rattler. It's going to be a Cobra Rattler.
it's this. It's pretty crappy, to be honest. It's pretty crappy.
Wow.
But again, it's got and it fits like it's got look.
No way.
That's awesome. Wow.
You got the tail
I'm not
wings,
quite-
or you got to make some for it?
Cool.
The tail wings, one of them was broken, so
You're gonna make something. Then you got to make a custom. Yeah.
I've ordered some Playmobil replacement aircraft wings,
nice.
tail fins, which I'm gonna just glue on. But
Nice.
I'm tempted to turn it into a Red Arrow sort of jet, but I don't know.
Cool.
I mean, it's a real cheap pile of crap, to be honest. But it's I just
cool
love those
feature,
lights.
though.
I just got to think about lights. If I was a kid and I had my X-wing fighter and my TIE fighter and my snowspeeder, I would have loved that as a rebel sort of fighter plane.
Yeah.
With an X-wing pilot in there, in there, Luke or whatever, you know.
Heck yeah.
You know.
Nice.
It actually makes gun noises. I mean, we got excited over a gear with a piece of plastic going.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. The thing is, I'm an absolute sucker for lights. I'm a sucker for lights and sounds and sirens and so everything that I get has to have lights inside it, like the Knight Rider trailer.
Well, it just takes it to a whole other level.
Yeah.
For God's sake, yeah.
I didn't realize, like, I went on the it's not Bricklink or whatever, but the micro LED light kits for Lego kits. It's done by a third party, and I was like, "Ooh, those are cool." $90, for the Santa's visit, that lights up the house, and I'm like, "Holy hell!"
Yeah, it seems like Lego is a whole different world of costs. It's like
and I'm like, my dad is big into HO scale model trains. Like that's his jam, right? And I think I've said something to Shabby before. One day we need to do I'll do a video of his layouts because it's.
Oh, I've got to come with you when you do that. I've got to come with you when you do that.
It's bonkers. It's very cool. But he works very part-time in a local hobby shop, so they've got the micro LED kits, and he's like, $90 for that, and he's like, no, just come in. It's like those are not that expensive. You get the lights, the hub, and then you can either get a USB or power it with a battery. He's like, they're nowhere that expensive. It's like they're taking you for a ride.
Yeah. See, the thing is with what I do. I mean, I've been making model kits for Christ. More than 40 years. I think I built my first ever Airfix kit at about 8 years old, and it was the model of the Scharnhorst, the German battleship, Airfix German Scharnhorst battle cruiser. 8 years old, and I've been doing that for years. But as I got older, I started to then do dioramas and stuff like that, and then I started to do the electrics. And I'm not. I mean, there are people out there that do far better stuff than me. My main collection is die-cast police cars. I've got a police collection, my police vehicles, and I collect police helmets and
your
all kinds of other stuff.
All your uniforms and stuff.
Uniforms and all kinds of stuff. But in recent, I've always collected Playmobil, always been interested in Playmobil, but the Playmobil police. And then now I've started to get, thanks to you guys and thanks to my wife. Yes, guys, I have to say it. Thanks to my wife got me into Playmobil big style because she started buying me lots of Playmobil stuff for birthdays and Christmas. And
yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, so she can't now start blaming me for my obsession because she's responsible for it. But she collects Stephen King stuff, horror stuff. So she also collects action figures. But the horrible stuff, like blood and guts and gore.
The scary.
Whereas
and you just got our first edition signed Stephen King book. What?
I've bought a.
Great, Jeff. You've ruined Christmas. Way to go.
Well done,
No
Jeff.
one's watch Pete.
He already got it for
Pete. I was gonna say that no one's watching this, but sorry, Stu, that would be really insane.
Bloody hell! Bloody hell!
Keith, that's the only chat.
Sorry, Stu.
Oh, that's
Jeff,
all right, mate.
Jeff, you bastard! You just ruined Christmas. Stu, you tell him, mate.
Yes, mate.
There's loads of people
Yeah,
watching. You tell him.
there's loads of people watching. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff.
There's
Jeff, you bastard.
There's 21 people watching right now. It's good.
That's all right.
It was over 30 before. It was doing really well. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I never get big numbers on these live streams. So, but like I say, I'm not worried about that. But this is great. I'm loving talking to you guys. So, who gives a shit about numbers?
Right.
Exactly.
Really, guys. So, in the chat, I do really give a shit. So, you can crack on.
Please like and subscribe.
Yeah.
It's always nice. It's always nice to be able to speak to you guys. But the thing is, I don't know how you guys think I speak in real life, but this is how I speak. You guys all speak nice, even you English guys, like you, Dave, for example. I mean, you speak like that, and everyone round here, everyone where I live,
because he's from the
same.
Midlands.
Yeah,
except for me. Yeah, I live up in Bromsgrove now, Dave. I live up
about
in Bromsgrove
15
now.
miles from you.
Hey?
I'm about 15 miles from you.
Yeah, I'm in Bromsgrove now, mate, and I live not too far from Salacious Rum. Won't mention his real name, but Salation. Yeah, he's literally up the road in Worcester from me. So, So
But
it's a small world, mate.
Speaking of rum and the Rattler, we were talking the other day about the Harrier jet, and he's like, great piece of British engineering there. One of the first, he goes, the first jet that could vertically take off and land. And I went, well, you're not thinking of the Rattler. The Cobra Rattler could vertically take off and land. And then he's like, he sat there for a while, like 10 minutes later. We're talking about something else. 10 minutes later, he goes, the bloody Cobra Rattler from G.I. Joe. He's like, that's not real. You know,
Stu, we're kind of the same thinking, the same way, like Pete and Chris and I. And it's like we don't really care how many viewers we get and stuff. We're doing it for the small group of friends that kind of do this, and if they will all watch it and like it, that's what we're doing it for. Yep. We're not here to try to grow into a huge channel or anything. I mean, it's great if it happens, but
yeah,
you know, we're so hit and miss on when we get stuff out too. That sometimes
well,
listen. I mean, I've only been, I think since March. I think so. I've not even been on here a year. So
yeah,
you know, I've got a couple of videos that's gone over like 1K. So I'm happy with that. But you know, I mean, I just enjoy doing it. I enjoy interacting with you guys. If I didn't, you wouldn't be here. So you'd all fuck off. But no, it's good. I enjoy the social side of it, and I do enjoy the community.
Exactly.
Like and if I didn't, then I wouldn't be doing it. So.
Chris Miller once said something to me that I've kept it with me for years. He said, "Make your videos, Shabby, for the people that watch them, not for the people that don't." And I thought, you know what? He's exactly right. He's exactly right.
Well, we got a great community of people here that we all love toys, and like you guys said, we all collect in a different way. We collect different things, and it's fun seeing what each of us has that the others don't, and how we display them.
Yeah,
you know, we all talk about them in different ways. We're excited about different things. Even if you look at the same figure, like you pull out a Stormtrooper, I might be excited about how the chest piece looks, the armor, and someone else is totally into the helmet design, or you know what I mean? It's like, so we all look at a different aspect of that figure, and pull out things that maybe the rest of us never saw before. And
well, it's like the Playmobil. I collect Playmobil, but also
Yeah.
Keith made the Knight Rider
Yes.
tail, and you're like,
Yes.
what?
Yeah.
So I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly. what you mean.
Yeah.
I mean,
and stuff like that too. Some
What-
of us,
what is-
some people modify and custom and work on things. It's just brilliant. Yeah.
This is it. We haven't got as much money as Trent, you see, because Trent with all these hot toys and sideshows, we haven't got
you're
that
right.
type of
Yeah,
money. That's what it is, John.
That's
pretty
cool.
awesome.
That's really cool.
And like Paul
See,
with
this
all
is-
his helmets,
And Paul with his
don't get to
helmet.
see helmets, you know.
Yeah. Paul with his helmet.
Yeah. Well, and
This
what's
is
really
this is a standard.
That's awesome. Light up.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Keith,
See,
is that
this is a standard. This is a standard Porsche that Playmobil did. They did two types. One was a German type, and one was a British stroke French type. But the British type or the French type had a red and blue flashing light.
Oh, okay.
On the top.
Okay.
Now in Britain we don't have red and blue flashing lights. We have blue flashing.
Oh, now it's
Oh.
done.
Yeah, bloody hell.
It's all over. You gotta find a new one.
We can make a new one.
So fucking Christ. But sorry. That was my. Look, I'm a retired policeman, right? I've investigated loads of police car crashes over the years, so this is nothing. That was just nothing.
Yep.
That wheel that just fell off. Nothing. Okay, nothing to see here. Move along.
Nothing to move along.
guys. Move along. Move along.
Wait, Trenton, was you going to say something, Trenton?
Yeah, I got to run. I got to go pick up my daughter from a party. So I enjoyed talking to y'all. You guys.
Oh, so glad you popped on, dude.
Appreciate it. So,
Yeah,
Good to meet you, Trent.
you bet. Have a good rest of your day, gang. We'll see
You too.
Thanks.
Yeah,
See you,
bye-bye.
dude. Cheers.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
And that's what's pretty cool about this. So, I mean, my eyes have been opened so much, like you're saying, from all the English guys and Tony, in Australia and stuff, and all the Power Toy stuff. I knew nothing about that until I got into this community. I knew nothing about the European
other world.
stuff or the English stuff or the Power Toy. Not a clue.
Well, I did with you through G.I. Joe, Jeff, because you've seen the Defiant and the flag and all, but then you'll go through your collection and there'll be a tank there or a plane there, and I'm like, what the France is that? So I make you go back, and so we learn from each other. Yeah, it's awesome. That
like Si and I, in our chats, we've talked about comic books so much and stuff too, and I collect comic books just as much as I do toys, and it's weird to see that so many people that do toys have no comic books, or they have just a few, but it's not a big part of it. So it's like we all come at it from a different angle and a different space, and so it's
that's one thing that when these guys, when USR, I think I met you, Jeff, through USR, and when they told me, John, you got to check this Jeff out because of his comic collection, because there's there's a massive amount of comics here.
Yeah, you two and Si should get together and do a comic book. That'd be an awesome live stream.
John, we
just got the new 100 Yoda cover.
That's cool.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah, John, we should do some more comic book stuff, John.
Yeah,
you should. Yeah.
How
How
is a
easy
good
are
idea.
you guys
Get Si
influenced?
on, and we'll do that. Yeah.
So how easily are you guys influenced? Is like when I mean, because I know I'd say I'm fairly easy because I look at Shabby and I think I like those that Batman 66 set, so I end up getting that. Do you guys look at other people's channels and think, shit me, I've got to have that in my collection? So, or do you just
sometimes?
And what also happens is, like Stu, I think you've already seen this happen. Like we help each other too, because like you've sent stuff to Scuba already to help him out. Like Scuba helped me get the G.I. Joe base play set, and the guys at Chris and them helped you with the Defiant and stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, like that's the kind of stuff that I also like about the community, because it does happen. Like I never had that base in my collection when I was a kid. I saw it on someone's video. I saw it on Scuba's video, and I was like, I'd love to have this base. And Scuba was like, there's one at the mall down the road or whatever, that shop.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me know how much it is. And he ran down and got it for me, packed it up, mailed it to me. We worked out a deal. You know what I mean? It's like, so.
Yeah, I remember you needed a platform from the Death Star, John, and I said, I've got that.
Yeah,
I've got that
yeah.
bit and sent it. And I remember Pete with his Eternity. I think everybody chipped in for the Eternity playset, didn't
Right?
they, Pete?
Yeah,
that too.
That was
You,
awesome,
Baldrick,
man.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
a lot of parts for that. It came from other people.
But I think that means more to you, though. Instead of going
it
out and
does.
buying it complete, Jeff's helped you, Baldry's helped you, John, Shabby.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's all built by...
John Baldry, don't get me started, man.
Oh, my gosh.
That guy shows up at my house out of the blue. He's like, I'm traveling through Florida. I could be at your house in an hour. And I'm like, what? Okay, I'm not ready. You're welcome to stop
That's
by.
awesome.
And in walks John Baldry with a Millennium Falcon Empire Strikes Back still in the box.
Oh,
nice.
Vintage. I'm like, what are you doing? You know, like,
He probably found it in the back of his shed, John. Probably just found it.
his
Like
magic
that.
shed.
Here you go. You know,
I talked about my love of X-wing stuff on a few shows, and then talking about wanting to get like some of the Pallet Toy stuff. Connor Fuller sent me a Pallet Toy X-wing.
Yeah.
A complete X-wing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, holy hell.
Just out of the blue, right? Yeah.
God, he was helped me get the Rebel shuttle here. He texted me one day and he's like, hey, I know you've been looking for a Rebel shuttle. I found one in a box at a show. You want me to pick it up? It's like, yeah. And sent it to me. And Pete, he sent me a new knife, also at the same time. And
it's not just us on the screen either. I mean, there's Siri here, there's Jason here, there's Chaser. Yeah. Everybody helps everybody. Even in the chat, everybody helps everybody.
It adds a whole another dimension to when you're out, in the trenches hunting.
Yeah.
Because
it does.
Yeah, I'm looking for certain things, but I'll see that immediately. That triggers like, oh, Super Awesome needs that. Or Shabby's looking for, or Keith, I find a Playmobil thing and I'm like, Keith would like that.
I just forwarded some stuff for Keith the other day.
And that's right. Like he found a whole bunch of accessories and parts that I needed. And what did you need? It was the Luke Endor from the last 17, right? So we just traded.
Yeah,
straight
Endor
up
Luke.
traded. It was beautiful.
I'm like, perfect.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And Shabby, I mean, when you got that shuttle, I mean, the reaction and John Baldry, I mean, that is above and beyond,
that just absolutely. I mean, I never come into this, and this is why I always make videos of gifts that people send, and you do as well, John. You always do it, and the reason for that is I always look at it that people are thinking about you away from your channel. They're thinking about who you are, what you need, you'd love that, and so forth. So I'm very humble. I get a bit overwhelmed with the stuff I get. I'll be honest, I do. And Scuba Pete sent me a big box, and he had an Imperial shuttle in there. There's a Micro Machines one, I think it was, Pete, or a Mission Flick one, a small one. I thought that's awesome, and that would made my day. There was always a ship I never had as a kid, and I never even saw one, and it was just like a holy grail for me, that thing. So Baldry sends me this big box, and I open it up, but like I said, I like the reaction I have on, and so I just couldn't help myself. I mean, I must have stopped that video and come back. I just could not believe that someone would send me something like that. But again, John, you've sent me little things that are still on the shelf up there that you just throw in a box. I keep everything, Yeah. The thing for me as well is I was a big fan of the red and black boxes. The Black Series red and black boxes, and it finished at 112, and I needed 4 of them to finish it, right? And I can tell you straight away, it was Super Awesome Geek Show, it was Boss Bounty, it was Papa Gord, and it was, I think,
Andy, wasn't it?
And
or,
Andy
Josh.
sent me one for Christmas. Josh sent me the Qui-Gon, and so it looks like that now, and I've finished it all. Do you see what I mean?
Wow,
and I would never have done it without the lads in this community.
Yeah.
And all they did was watch my video or see me on a live stream and go, Shabby, I've got that one for you. And I'm like, wow, man. I mean, honestly,
so many of us had extras. I think there was an extra that I had. So I was like, I got an extra one of those.
You did,
when you got doubles.
Yeah.
It was just a nice thing. It's a really nice thing.
Hey, Pete, is that X-Wing you got? Is there an X-Wing in it, or is it just the box?
Actually,
this box is amazing. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but that is. Oh no,
it did come with. It's the battle damage X-Wing, even though it doesn't have the stickers on it.
Yeah.
But, guess who needs one of those? Stu. So Stu is going to be getting this.
I didn't say I needed it. I just said I haven't got it in my collection yet. That wasn't.
Well, you've got it now. Look at it that way.
Yeah. Unbelievable. So
he goes, no, and I'm like, mate, I wanted the box. The X-Wing was box.
Gotcha. I got you.
Yeah. Pete, because I just picked up that same kind of thing over there.
And look, where are you?
Oh, those are beautiful.
And it's got the X-wing in the insert.
The Star
and
Wars
everything.
box.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is quality.
I love that Y-wing one. I just love that, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm. It really pops with the blue background.
Yeah.
But that X-wing, that's the Star Wars one. It's got the X-wing in it with the stickers and the insert and everything.
And the insert. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's never been taken out and put together.
I mean that Kenner artwork.
I collect things that kind of give me. I kind of go by what on Top Gear James May used to say was the fizz. When you see something that kind of gives you the fizz, and you know that feeling down and that nostalgia hit, and it's just like that's what drives your collection.
As Stu would say, what gives you the collecting buzz?
Yeah.
I say it just like that. That's a great impression. Cheers, man. Thank you. Shabby, do you keep your boxes, Shabby?
I will do what, my friend. Yeah, keep a box. Yeah, I mean, I've got a shed at the back just full of all my old boxes, but I tend to keep some of them closed as well. Do you know what I mean? So I've got half and half really. My Masters Universe I open straight away. My Playmobil I open straight away. But my Transformers, I'm on because I can't bloody transform it. So
I never could either, Shabby. I never could.
I made a video of it, right? And John did a video about 2 weeks before me on the same one. So what I did was I started doing a video, then I paused it, watched John's video to transform it, came back and did it that way.
So with your He-Man figures, you take them off the card.
Yeah.
Right? Do you actually do you keep the card?
I do this. I keep them. I'll show what I do. Oh, hang on. I keep the artwork. So what I did was I'm gonna all the artwork on the back. So I'll cut them all down.
Oh,
yeah,
like that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a big frame and put them all together so it's all a piece of artwork. So that's what I do with it.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Awesome. Yeah. So and look how many there is now. There's probably hundreds. I've never seen it.
Yep. Keith's elephant clock. Chime in the hour.
That's right.
Yes. Yeah.
Love that clock. Yep. Love the clock. Yep.
Well, guys, I think it's time for me to get some dinner.
Me too.
Yeah,
it's been great.
Yeah, love the chat and Scuba. This is all for you, Stu.
Yeah,
thanks for putting
you all
this
are far
together.
too kind.
Yeah, Stu.
Thank you.
Good job, Stu.
John,
What I'm going to do before you all go, I'm just going to say, right, everybody in the chat and everybody watching, really appreciate it.
We're gonna wrap it up anyways.
Yep, we're gonna wrap it up.
We're going to wrap it up because it's getting on. So, but I just want to thank everybody for taking part in this. Pete just thought it was going to be like a normal live stream, and so it ended up like this. Awesome stuff. So, guys, this is the last stream on this channel for this year. Or last live stream. So I might check out a couple of videos next week before Christmas.
No way, man.
Just until the new year.
Yeah, just until the new year. All right, I'm coming back in the new year. Don't you worry about it.
No way.
Let's go back again, mate.
It's all right, geezer. Don't you worry about it. So this is the last live.
I love you.
Wow. Yeah. So this is the last live stream. Everybody have a great Christmas, and we shall see you all in the new year. And thanks
Happy
for everybody
Christmas.
taking part.
Thanks, everybody.
Cheers now.
Thanks, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Merry
Bye.
Christmas,
Thanks, chat.
everyone.